Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Naseem Depar, lecturer of English at Government Girls Degree College, Ladkana. I highly appreciate the step taken by Department of Education, Government of Sindh to provide best platform to the students for learning during the lockdown. I am here to deliver my lecture on the topic of studies is an essay written by Francis Bacon from Bachelor class. Francis Bacon was born on 22nd January 1561 in England. He got basic education at Cambridge and died on 9th April at the age of 65 years. Francis Bacon was a great essayist and prose writer of 17th century literature. He is very much known for his essays. Bacon is the first great English essayist. He is also known as father of modern English essay. His essays introduce a new form of composition into English literature. Francis Bacon is one of the greatest writers of English prose. The essay of Studies by Francis Bacon is the first essay in the series of 10 essays published in 1597. This essay is regarded as a Bacon's masterpiece enriched with fresh and new ideas, logical and relevant theme, and wisdom of the new world. Before going to discuss about essay, I want to define what is essay. An essay is a group of paragraphs written about single topic and a main central idea. It must have 3 paragraphs with one introductory and one concluding paragraph. It is a piece of writing. Let's explain the essay. At the beginning of his essay, in first paragraph, Bacon describes the 3 main purposes of studies and their benefits. He speaks 3 important uses of study. First, it gives us delight. The first use of study is that they give delight and pleasure to the readers. It gives happiness to those people who are withdrawn from society and want to spend time pleasantly. In our free time and in privacy, we can spend our time reading books, which gives us both enjoyment and education. The second purpose is ornament. The second use of studies is that it ornaments and decorates the talk of people. When people mingle with others in order to attract their attention, they use their studies to embellish their talk. It helps to speak and communicate with people more efficiently. The third use of study is for ability. The third use of study helps us to deal with our problems more effectively. We can make good judgment of matters and issues. Study helps professional experts to deal successfully with particular cases. It helps businessmen to arrive sound and sensible judgment to conduct of their business. In second paragraph, Bacon argues, spending too much time in reading books will make a man lazy. He gives equal importance to action also. He condemns a man who often quotes from books. He says that such people are pretenders. They try to show off their scholarship. In addition, he says, study makes men perfect. Studying is not inborn quality, it is acquired. The natural ability of men are to be enhanced by studies, just like the growth of plant is enhanced by trimming. Studies provide both direction and experience. According to Bacon, dishonest men condemn education, stupid men admire education, but wise men use education as their real world experience. He further says that those who study too much may make a show of their learning. This affection should be avoided. This bookish knowledge should be guided by experience of life. Practical experience helps us to apply them to real life situations. In third paragraph, Bacon prescribes some rules of study. We should not read just to contradict or argue with others. We should not blindly believe whatever we study in the books. We should keep an open mind. Bacon warns that the educated man not use his education to argue unnecessarily with people, not assume that education always leads to correct behavior or understanding. He says you should keep a balance. Extra efficiency destroy your moral attitude. In fourth paragraph, Bacon says all books are not to be read in the same manner. There are different types of books, and Bacon tells us how we may approach each type of book. There are some books to be read in parts, so we may skip through the pages. Some books are to be read completely, but these books need not to be studied well. We can read them for our curiosity. But some other books are to be studied carefully and digested because their form and content are very important and useful for us in our practical life. In same, Bacon returns to address the effects of reading, conversation, and writing. He says, reading makes men complete, conversation makes a man quick and witty, and writing improves the memory. If a man writes less, he will lack a good memory. If he speaks little, he will lack wit and presence of mind, and if he reads less, he will not have much knowledge. He says, reading creates a well rounded man, conversation makes men think quickly, and writing makes men capable of thinking with logic and reason. Further, Bacon argues if a man does not write very much, he has to have a good memory to compensate. Now, in paragraph number 5, Bacon tells us how studies cure the disease of our mind. Reading makes a person up to date. Every subject has its own value for the readers. History helps us to enhance our wisdom. Poetry makes us imaginative. Mathematics makes us intellectually sharp. Natural philosophy makes us deep. On the other hand, moral philosophy gives us gravity. Thus, studies reform our character and make us more civilized. Studies can cure disease of mind just as physical exercise cure defects of the body. Similarly, the study of law is an effective medicine for bad memory. Here we come to the conclusion. In this essay, Bacon describes the importance of studies in human life. Bacon says, of study deals with the benefits of studies for the individuals in their daily lives. From reading books to writing papers, study plays a vital role in a man's life, making him learn, witty, and experience. In this essay, Bacon also describes usefulness of reading. The essay of studies is enriched with intellectual wisdom, pragmatic approach, and practical knowledge. Therefore, it is considered to be the most beneficial essay for the students and young individuals. It has the theme of education, knowledge, and balance. At the end, there are some questions you have to give answer of these questions. Take a notebook and write down these questions and try to give answer of these. Question number 1 is what according to Bacon is the use of studies? Question number 2, how does Bacon show the disadvantages of studies? Question number 3, how does Bacon emphasizes the value of experience? Question number 4, what rules of study does Bacon prescribe? Question number 5, write a note on the different types of books. Question number 6, how do study cure the disease of mind? Stay safe. Thanks.